Greetings. First time I've heard about Fer-de-Lance being buffed, I was like, what? Don't they realize what they are doing? I made several videos comparing Fer-de-Lance with its native rivals, Federal Soul Ship, Imperial Clipper, Python, even Vulture. You can watch them if you want to. And bottom line is that even before buff, Fer-de-Lance was very good choice. So why would you buff a ship which already is very good? Won't that make other ships completely useless? And that's actually what happened. In PvE you don't care about ships, you don't care about enemies. But if you are competitive type of player and want to fight other commanders, you'll realize very fast that there is only one option if you are flying shields on. It's a Fer-de-Lance. Of course, sometimes other ships can be better, but in most cases Fer-de-Lance will win. I mean, if two players at same skill level will fight 1 versus 1, Fer-de-Lance will most likely win. Fer-de-Lance is fastest ship in the game with 0 pips to engines. It's number 6 with 4 pips to engines. Imperial Clipper, Viper Mark III, Eagle, Imperial Eagle, Diamondback Scout and Cobra Mark III are faster. These all are combat variants of ships, meaning best modules and bulkheads. You can get faster if you make ship lighter, but I was comparing only combat variants. There are very few ships that are faster than Fer-de-Lance in pitching with 4 pips to engines, Eagle, Vulture, Sidewinder, Cobra Mark III and Asp Scout. And Cobra and Scout is only slightly better. And same goes with 0 pips to engines, it's one of the fastest pitching ships in the game. Fer-de-Lance has 4th best shields in the game. Only Big 3 has better shields. Cutter, Corvette, Conda. And as you can see, Python is number 5, already loses a lot. And there's really only one thing at which Fer-de-Lance is bad, is jump range. But you don't care about jump range in combat, don't you? It's a minor inconvenience, which is annoying and which makes no sense, but it is. And as you can see, because Federal Assault Ship, actually all Federal ships have better armor than Fer-de-Lance, but only Federal Assault Ship is agile enough. That's the reason why Federal Assault Ship might be better choice for silent running PvP ship. If you would fight now, you would see that Federal Assault Ship is used around 70% of the time, 30% is Fer-de-Lance for silent running. But if you are playing with your shields on, more than 90% of players use Fer-de-Lance. Of course, if they can afford it and have enough money for insurance, obviously. I mean, come on, 90%. It's crazy. It's every developer's worst nightmare. To introduce an asset to the game that is so much better than others. So if you now think about PvP, then there actually are only 2 options. Unless you have very specific tactics and you need a large support ship that can take off fire from your wingmates, then there are really only 2 options. Fer-de-Lance for shields on, or Federal Assault Ship and Fer-de-Lance if you plan on silent running. And I actually think that silent running is breaking the game because it's way too easy and almost everyone now is doing that. It's so silly. Imagine 20 commanders starting a fight and only 1 or 2 of them with shields online. If that's what developers wanted, then fine, but I think it's not good. In some cases actually Fer-de-Lance might be even better. While it has weaker armor, it has 2 extra utility mounts for heatsinks, it can handle 4 railguns easily, and you have 1 huge hardpoint which might become very useful in 2.1 update. Imagine silent runner with huge pulse laser, or maybe huge multi-cannon. I would even say that Fer-de-Lance is only ship in the game that will benefit most from huge hardpoint because it's only ship that can handle fixed huge hardpoint very effectively. Only question will be if Fer-de-Lance power plant can handle that. But if you watched my videos, you know that you can downgrade your thrusters without losing too much agility, but same time you can save extra power, at least enough for your huge hardpoint. So, why would developers buff a ship which already was one of the top choices for PvP? And not only PvP. Its description actually is Luxury Bounty Hunter. Beats me. If you have seen any posts regarding this matter, please post the link below this video. I would really like to read what they have to say about this. But I will never justify what they did. It's not good for the game, it's my opinion, feel free to disagree. Quite some time has passed since Fer-de-Lance got buffed, but I still have this stupid question: why? I don't get it. Just don't get it. Only reasonable answer is that developers wanted every single player to fly Fer-de-Lance. Don't get me wrong, I like Fer-de-Lance. I just think that having one ship that is superior in many ways over most of other ships, especially over direct rivals, is not good for Elite Dangerous. Fly safe, commanders.